Well, good morning. Good Saturday morning, tubers. I got a double whammy this morning. I went to go mail 2 karma boxes, and look what comes in the mail. 2 boxes. And, man, did they blow me away now. The first one here, it's from JonseY, baby. AlabamaJonseY. Says, Brooksy, this is a few of the kinds of quartz points and stuff from the fields of Montgomery County. Good luck hunting, JonseY. And I tell you what, wowzers now. You outdid yourself, buddy. This is just awesome. Check out, and of course, everything is translucent. But check out this big tool he sent of like a rose quartz, and it even has this opposite side here with the core on it, and it's all polished, but it's totally translucent. I don't know if I can do that or not. Look at that, you can see right through this. I'll probably go outside to do some pictures of these, but I'm doing the rest of it right here at the table. Then here's this little scraper tool he sent. Very, very cool. Man, I just can't. And this, I don't know, it's kind of like, I don't know, we got quartz here, but not like you guys. It's like a totally different type of quartz. Sorry about the focusing. And then here's like another blade, or a little tool. Here's a whole point. Look at that. Now that is, man, had to be some talented Indians to nap that stuff. Just some amazing stuff, man. I'm blown away. Some killer stuff, buddy. Thank you so much. Very, very appreciated. You will, oh, I didn't like that sound. Freaking blade fell again in that case. Dang it. You'll one day be getting something in return, my friend. May take me a while to get to you, but yours will come. This little point here's killer, man. Come on, camera. Focus. You know I won't focus in. I'm not going to like it. Focus. And there's this little point here. Awesome stuff. Just awesome. This little point here is really cool. So that's super glossy, man. I bet I could see this stuff from like a mile away, man. I mean, it's crazy because it's, you know, it's white like some of our white chert, but got a gloss like our creek points do. And that gloss catches my eye sometimes more than color does. Especially hunting in the creek. Hey, check out this little diamond kind of like point here. And then this awesome little birdie, man. I can't believe you sent that, dude. That's just too awesome. And that would be so hard for me to do, to give something like that up, man. The way you guys send out awesome rocks just blows me away. I mean, if I did that all the time, I wouldn't have no collection. My collection would be gone. AlabamaJonseY, I can't say thank you enough, man. It amazes me every time I see someone send their rocks out, and how everybody does the karma thing. I mean, it's such a staple of what should be, because I know everyone can agree there is so much greed in the artifact world. It's honestly always made me sick. That's why I've always been the way I have about trying to share with friends. You know, and it's just bad when they turn around and stiff you or whatever, you know. So thank you very much for that, Jonesy. Then, my second box is actually full of, well, there's a bunch of coyote teeth. Is full of bone. All kinds of coyote bone. It's been limed, but some of it I have to work a little bit more on, so I don't really want to show it a whole bunch. But it says, Mike, here are your coyote bones and some karma gifts for you. Wow, Brandon, you blew me away with that, dude. I never expected that. All of the points and tools I've included are from Southeast Ohio, from my farms in Gala County, I guess that's how you pronounce it, and all genuinely real finds. Hope this is what you were wanting. Sorry again it took so long. You betcha some of them will whittle down to like this, as long as they got a little hole in them. But man, look at these rocks he sent me, would you? Oh my gosh, I couldn't believe it. We'll start right here. There's some, like a blade, a little scraper tool. Some awesome material. And look at this little point. It's not really ground. Just a little bit of tip knocked off. Now she's trying to focus in. Or was. That gets so aggravating, don't it, Pa? Hey, this little guy. I mean, he seems like he's all there. He just does rough there. He don't clean the dirt out. I don't have to toothbrush that out of there. This point's real dirty. You picked them up right out of the dirt, stuck them in a box. Look at that. That is a, I guess that's a Ashtabula point. Because I got a couple from Bevel Blade. And this little broken piece here, that thing is just awesome. Awesome. And I can't believe he sent these other ones. I mean, look at this. That is one super tight little point, man. That is just awesome. I mean, awesome. And it's ground. And then look at this. The only Thebes I own, and it is not broke, but it is sharpened up that way, you know. It, possibly a bigger point at one time, and broke funny, and then they just resharpened it. Because this here is like, well, there's two big flat straight flakes right there, but then the edge work starts right there. You can even see the little serrations right there, but, and of course heavily ground. That's just too awesome. Missouri has a few Thebes in them, not many. I know where one was found in a buddy's garden of his mother, and they're on a ridge site above the Osage River. But not very many of them get found around us, so that's just way cool. And then look at this, man. This little bitty hematite celt. Oh, I couldn't believe this, man. That just blows me away. I don't, man, if I was to find something like that, I couldn't give something like that away. I send you something that I've worked my butt off on, that I've made from my hands and my heart, but boy, man, that is just so hard. It blows me away. Look at that, man. I mean, all this stuff, from Brandon, from Jonesy, everything I've ever gotten. And this was, the case was a late birthday present, and I just switched it over and added, but this was all my stuff in a case that used to be up there was my blade case, and that's what we just heard fall. I cannot stand that. That drives me a baddie, but I gotta put a little bit more tape under it. But that's my new blade case. That's that one we just found. Those two right there, I dug up in a shelter underneath a rock that had that pressure flaker and that whitetail billet napper there under. Just like how kind of Richard found that one, but that's so cool when you find the tools that made the arrowhead you found. That's a great big 4-inch Adena blade. Dug that out of that same shelter. That's a ridge sight find. That's that one we just found a while back in the Big C. That's out of that shelter, out of the Big C. That's out of the Big C, and it's super thin. And that nick in there is as ancient as the rest. That's all of our stuff has a lot of woods patina on it. Like, see all of it on there? Or like all of it on that Sedalia digger there. But that thing has the most amount of patina on it I've ever found anything with. Coming out of a field anyways. That I dug up out of the first shelter I ever dug in. Really need to show it sometime. But that was laying right underneath it. Oh, come on, focus. That's aggravating. Focus. It's a Dalton tip. I wish it would focus. 4 side serrations. Why won't you focus? Oh well. But anywho, what I was getting to was I did have all the personal finds in that Reiki case, but they weren't holding good. This was my old blade case, and I just kind of set these up in there. But this is from my buddy Sonora Tim. This is the first River Point guitar picker one ever found. These are from my buddy Twisted Blade out in Ohio. These 3 with these 3 right here from Real Headhunter. Sorry. This is the only point I can fit in there from LT. I got all his other stuff still up there on a shelf. Just awesome material. And that thing there is just totally cool. Then a bunch of broken stuff from Billy covers the edges. Big tool he sent me, that killer Pickwick, man. That point is just... I love that thing, Billy. Love it to death. And some other little points, and these are all Bart Real finds that he sent me with the first bit of stuff he napped out that he sent me. And now I have that stuff to add to the case. So, there's the start of my Saturday morning. Doesn't get much cooler than that. I just can never say to everyone as to how much I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys more than most people could ever even feel appreciation for. Life's so short, most people don't have a clue. Half the world walks around with their eyes and their mind closed and their heart black. Well, later guys. Thanks. Like you got no idea. Thank you so much. I just had to show this again real quick. But right there, that's the greatest case of artifacts I own. Right there. The stuff I treasure the most. I can never, ever say how thankful and grateful I am. You people are amazing. But just thought I'd show that again real quick. Look at that crown jewel. And that seeds. Yeah. Well, and I got another short video coming today. A buddy of mine, where I dig at his ridge site, wants me to try and sell a few points for him online. So I got to make a video of that. That's that place where I crushed the Sedalia at. That's where that Sedalia I sold the SPM come from. Hey, some of them Atlees have come from there. That Smith up there. That thing right there. Got the tip missing. I'm going to get it restored though. A little Melville come from there. This big old rough Atlee come from there. And that's really that white one. But anywho, maybe I can get all them tools. And there was a couple brokes I just couldn't fit in there. All my brokes from my brother Tim, I appreciate. And these tools, maybe I can get them to work in that Reiki case. Or I don't like them cases, but they'll probably hold that stuff in place. So, well. Later.
She was on the street in Denver. She was playing the old hustle tune. She was looking so sweet and tender. She was hard from the rat race, the men in her room. Sweet Georgia, sweet, you know what I mean. Sweet Georgia, sweet, you little foxy machine. You meet him on the corner for Colfax and Vine. You're gonna give up a little piece of your time. He used to work at a bar in Memphis, so he was used to the women who came in looking for someone to take them on the merry-go-round to riches and fame. Sweet Georgia, sweet, you know what I mean. Sweet Georgia, sweet, you little foxy machine. You meet him on the corner, Colfax and Vine. You're gonna give up a little piece of your time. Sweet Georgia, sweet, you know what I mean. Sweet Georgia, sweet, you little foxy machine. You meet him on the corner, Colfax and Vine. You're gonna give up a little piece of your time. Every once in a while I wonder what it's like to be traveling free. Then I look out my window and find her there gonna hit you right at 2:45. Sweet Georgia, sweet, you know what I mean. Sweet Georgia, sweet, you little foxy machine. You meet 'em on the corner, Artfacts and pie. You gonna give up a little piece of your time. Sweet Georgia, sweet, you know what I mean. Sweet Georgia, sweet, you little foxy machine. You meet 'em on the corner, Artfacts and pie. You gonna give up a little piece of your time.